Afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Keit Team Talks. Today is Monday. Happy Monday. Start of another week of quarantine. And here we are with Keit Team Talks. Dave, thank you for having us. Today we have a special guest. We're going to start to hopefully have some more guests as we continue here. But our guest is m.adler from Precision Painting Plus. Welcome, Michael. Thank you for joining us today. Michael, I'll give you a quick tidbit and he'll go into
Okay.
more info.
Thank you guys for having me first
Painting, yeah, thank you for taking your time out of your busy day. He's
Right.
a painting company that us at Keller Williams uses. So, Mike, tell us some more about what you do.
Well, I know we have been involved with Keller Williams for about close to 2 years now. We are a full service exterior, interior painting company. So what does that include? That includes things like power washing. It includes things like obviously painting complete homes, painting rooms. We are licensed insured in all 5 boroughs. We're licensed insured in Nassau and Suffolk County as well. So, but I personally control the South Shore of Long Island for the company.
And of course, handle all our Keller Williams agents.
And yes, and obviously I handle all of
and Jackson Heights office
yes,
as well.
all of the Keller Williams leads that come in, I handle. So what that would mean is somebody in Westchester, if they call me, I would personally come out there and help service them. Yes.
Awesome. And we were talking before we hopped on this call, and you guys now have a sister company or another venture that you're doing
Yes.
to help with this COVID era that we're in. So tell us a little bit about that. I believe it's like a sanitizing company for commercial and residential space.
Right. Yeah, exactly. I would say about a month and a half ago, myself and the board and the owners of the company, they opened up a sister company, which is called Fresh Start Sanitizing. And what Fresh Start Sanitizing is currently doing is we are doing commercial, so that includes obviously offices. It includes homes that we're currently painting. So for instance, if we were to be painting the inside of someone's home at this moment, I know it's a crazy time and people are afraid to let people into the houses, but we can offer a full sanitization of the house prior to painting. But mostly the company was built on doing offices, stores, storefronts, commercial, in, like I said, the 5 boroughs, Nassau and Suffolk. Yeah, so that's something that we're excited about.
So you can come to Keller Williams offices and sanitize our offices when we're allowed to go back to
100%. Yeah. So what we've been noticing is, luckily for us, we've been busy over the last month and a half since the company started. But companies are buying, we are selling a lot of maintenance packages. So maintenance packages would be some people want 3 times a week. Some people want twice a week. Some people want maybe once a month. So we are able to offer, all of our products are EPA certified. So we're using sprayers. And, like I said, we come in, we spray. It takes about, for an office of your guy's size, just to give you a time frame, you're probably looking about 2 hours to get the whole office clean and sanitized. And like I said, that could be once a month, once every 3 weeks, quarterly, whatever. But I know this is a busy time. So.
What is a package looking like? Do you know pricing
Well, we base it on square footage.
Okay, so all different.
So again, if it's 1,000 square feet, we just did one that was 1,000 square feet. So I can tell you exactly what it was.
And that was a commercial property.
Yeah,
that was 1,000 square feet.
That's an office in Long Island. So on 1,000 square feet, you're probably looking about $1,700, give or take. And yeah, so desks.
But
chairs.
At least people then will have know that they can go into a clean office environment.
Right. Yep.
And that's going to be key whenever we're allowed back to work. I'm going to switch topics on you. It's good to know about that you guys are doing that you guys can, have that sister company, but also can make the homeowner feel comfortable that you can sanitize the place before and after, you complete your job there, which is a big plus to make everybody just feel safe and secure. On the tell us, like we used you. We did we had a listing in Bayside, and Mike and his company came in. They spruced up the place by throwing on a fresh coat of paint, which for us led to a much quicker sale. And actually, on that property, we ended up going over the asking price. So, Mike, tell us, I guess you do a lot of this, you advise sellers before they, go put their home on the market, you may want to throw in a fresh coat of paint. So tell us a little bit about
Yeah.
that.
So it's a very simple thing. I'll use that home as an example. So like that home, there was a lot of damage on the walls. So again, like people for an open
She
house.
lived in the house. She lived in the house for
Right.
20 plus years.
Right.
Didn't do a recent paint job. It was dark. It was dingy.
Right.
It was all
So
vacant. And what do you call it? You call it like a whitewash. Was
right.
able to skim coat and throw a fresh coat of white
All
paint
of
on the
that.
walls.
Everything. Yeah. So I know me and you, Ross, I mean, we've spoken about this off of Zoom for quite some time. But yeah, I mean, it also adds a lot of value for the seller, for the buyer. Again, like if you guys are doing an open house for any realtor out there, people like to come into a house that's clean, that looks nice. Um, so for the buyer, it's a plus, and for the seller, yeah, I mean, we've seen homes sell in a week, homes sell in
Yeah.
maybe
No,
10 days
it's
because
it's because it has a fresh coat of paint.
because
It shows
right.
much brighter.
Right, and it's a very inexpensive thing to do,
True.
So yeah, so
Right,
for us,
because
we've been doing a lot
if
for
you
that.
spend if you spend a couple of dollars on a fresh coat of white paint, and that leads to more money or a sale in a very quick time frame,
Right,
I'm sure all sellers are going to want to sell their house quickly. Once they decide to put it on the market, they're going to want to show it in the best light possible.
right,
And why not spend a couple of dollars on a fresh coat of paint
right,
to help you achieve your real estate goals?
right.
And then tell us quickly about what you're on the buyer side. Obviously, say I sold Dave. We'll use Dave here, our host. I sold Dave a house, and it has that granite kitchen. It has everything's always done, but I find that most buyers, the first thing if the only thing they have to do is they usually would just do a paint job. So
Right.
tell us, with the buyers, obviously what you can offer clients who use Keller Williams agents.
Yeah, so right now, on everything as far as sanitizing, as far as any paint job, we are extending the 25% off for all of Keller Williams. So again, off the total price, 25% will come off that. Any residential,
Thank you.
like I said, any painting, any sanitizing that we're going to now do. Because again, I mean, sanitizing is going to be a big thing from now,
Absolutely.
definitely through the start of the year. I mean, people need to get back to work, their offices. They want to feel safe with the
And even
cleansing.
and even if someone's hosting like their own home graduation party,
Right. And
wedding, birthday party.
even for whenever you guys were to get back to doing actual open houses, I mean, people want to know, and you'll be able to sell to them that they are now coming into a clean home that's been sanitized if you guys choose to do that. But yeah, I mean, as far as what you were saying with the buyers, the house is more appealing. I mean, that's just the bottom line. I mean, the house, once it's painted and a buyer walks in there, it's a nice, bright house. There's no cracks. There's no water damage. I mean, everything has been fixed and everything is freshly painted. I mean, it turns people on. So yeah, I mean, people want to walk into that,
Absolutely.
clean
And,
house. Yeah, we've seen it.
and here as an agent, been doing this for 15 years. There's definitely a big difference in appearance that makes the buyers feel warm and fuzzy when they walk into a house that was freshly painted.
Right.
And it without a doubt leads to a quicker sale because it shows brighter and could potentially fetch more money. We always say, the key team here, like, you don't want to spend a nickel if you can't get a dime back. and paint is one of those simple fixes, which definitely brightens up, spruces up, the property, which leads to a quicker sale. And this can be done in your license and insured. So you're
Right.
able to do this on co-op buildings, throughout the boroughs
Right.
and condo buildings, not only residential and commercial, because the
Commercial.
insurances are always a big thing. I know you're actually doing one right for me in Bay Terrace coming up soon,
Yep.
dealing with the management companies,
Yep.
making sure you have those licenses in place. So that's a great peace of mind for the homeowners, for us agents, is knowing that we're dealing with a licensed and insured company, who has the experience, the expertise to help us agents, shine in a better light. And that discount, when we sell a house, that discount to that buyer when mentioning that you're working with a Keller Williams agent of 25% is huge. Buyers just spent all that money on their down payment,
Yes.
and every little bit helps. And we at Keller Williams definitely appreciate Precision Paintings Plus partnership and that 25% discount.
Another big thing, just before we get off this, is just that as far as like any legwork, when we're dealing with management companies, our company will do all the legwork for any agent. So what does that mean? That means us getting in touch with the management companies, submitting all the paperwork. So basically, you guys just come in, and then you just let us deal with everything on that end, and we'll call you when
Yeah,
it's
no,
time.
that's a huge benefit to us, because
Hmm.
us agents, we know getting in touch with the management company is
Crazy.
hard. We get busy sometimes and we forget.
Hmm.
Also filling out that paperwork with the license and insurance information. You know, that's not our expertise. That's your expertise. So we definitely appreciate having a partner like that. With us. And obviously on the exterior jobs, to go back to that real quick, people don't think about exterior. Obviously I've seen a lot of homes that are stucco, for example, that those trees have discolored that siding. So you're able to do outside exterior on making the stucco look nice and the
Of
railings
course, yeah. I mean,
on.
it wouldn't even be, again, I mean, if nothing is peeling, if nothing is faded or anything, I mean, it might just be something as simple as a few $100s for like a power wash before
Oh,
you're,
so you do
before
power
you're taking
washing as well?
100%. Yeah, of course. So as long,
Okay.
before you're
Awesome.
taking pictures of the house, before you're showing the house, it might be something, again, it's a very tiny investment. The power wash is not a
Cur,
big
cur,
deal.
curb appeal. It's all about curb appeal, because when
Yes,
people do the
right.
drive by of the homes, they want to see from the exterior if does this look appealing enough to me for me to schedule an appointment with
Nobody
the PT
ever,
to get in there. And a lot of
nobody
people
ever,
don't think of the exterior jobs.
right. They
And,
look
and I
inside.
know,
People are looking
and
inside and they're only worried about the inside. But yeah, I mean, again, the outside is also a major key when people are buying a house. You know, I mean, you want the outside to
absolutely.
be fresh. You
And,
don't want
and
to
you and
see,
I, you and I were just talking about this, that a lot of people don't
Mhm.
think about, is the basements. You're able to do that dry lock on the basement walls on an unfinished basement, because
Yeah, I mean,
usually in the basement is where the evidence of water damage or a lot of like storage units have once been. So those exterior walls, those cement walls, sometimes become discolored, and you're able to then clean them up with a process. Tell us about that process real quick
yeah.
here.
So in a lot of basements, a lot of them have just the bare cement walls. Over time, a lot of moisture, a lot of condensation starts to seep through the walls and they turn colors. So there's a Benjamin Moore product. It's called Dry Lock. I'm sure people are pretty familiar with it. And it acts as a sealer. It comes in white or black. It can't be mixed into any color. But it could also add a lot of value to you guys. I mean, if
A
you're
lot of
selling a house and
freshness,
the basement is a little bit chewed up, is a little bit older, um, cleaning the walls first, obviously prior with a hard bristle brush, some soap, some water, and then painting it can also get rid of any damage
clean.
that has happened
We,
over the
we,
years,
we,
and that's
we like
important.
we like we like clean, and we like fresh looking houses, because that just allows us to sell them quicker,
Yeah,
hopefully sell them for more money, and at the same time give buyer peace of mind that it's one less thing to do
of
once they
course.
close. And Mike, we really appreciate you coming on, to Keit Team Talks.
I appreciate it, guys.
Great way to start off the week. And as always,
Right.
check out the Keit Team Facebook business page on Facebook, Keit Team, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is Keit Team on YouTube, and hit that subscribe button. And Mike, any last parting words before we
Yeah.
sign
So
off?
again, just before we go, 25% off is going. Anybody who comes with the recommendation of any Keller Williams agent. The company, if anybody would like to look it up online, the sanitizing company is called Fresh Start Sanitizing. And again, Precision Painting Plus for your sanitizing and for all of your painting needs.
Awesome. We appreciate it. And
All right.
Dave, as always, thank you for having us.
All right, Dave,
And
thank you.
I appreciate you guys and your time, and hope you stay safe and have a wonderful week.
Enjoy.
Awesome.
Thank you.